Viewer discretion is advised.
So, this is where our journeys together began. Linley Infant and Junior, where Mark, as he was then known, thought it acceptable to come to school dressed like this.
Unbelievably, we still let him hang around with us. From this early age, Mark always seemed to be the brainy one, and clearly had a lot of things going for him, but he did have to deal with things and work on.
Firstly, of course, his bizarre dress sense.
His extremely prominent chin, which made him look like Jimmy Hill's love child.
The strong smell of chlorine from his early morning swimming sessions, and that puppy fat he just could not shake.
Oh no, everybody sing. One love for the mother's bride. One love for the times we cried. One love, gotta stay alive. I will survive. One love for the city streets. One love for the hip hop beats. One love, oh I do believe. One love is.
So here we are in our old form room at Thorndike High School.
Yes, so Mark, who was soon to be renamed Slab, joined me and the then man-child James Waller in 7B.
I moved to 7C, but spent most of my time in this classroom, much to the disgust of Mrs Rumsam while I pushed rubbish down the radiators.
Ah yeah, Miss Rumsam. That poor woman. I think she lasted about 3 weeks from the incessant abuse received by her new form.
Yeah, I remember one Tuesday morning, she had a breakdown, left, and never to be seen again. Sorry, miss.
You may wonder how Goz fits into all this.
Well, his parents thought that Mark was such a bad influence that they'd send him to private school.
Yeah, that backfired though, as little did they know he was going to befriend many of the reprobates that sit amongst you now. They had a lovely uniform though, and he met some very nice boys.
Yeah, usually in the showers after croquet practice.
In all fairness, Slab was an all-round good guy, in the centre of all the jokes, but he just enough to keep his squeaky nose clean.
Yeah, and come across looking like the teacher's pet, apart from when he smashed Dawson's teeth out.
Poor Dawson. Slab left school with the best grades out of the lot of us, but to be fair, that wasn't too difficult, as most of the time we ended up looking like this.
A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and sweet perfume, for a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on.
Slab would try his hand at anything at school, from sports to arts, and he even once started to collect an arsenal of weapons. You all might look puzzled, but Slab went through a phase of enjoying all things gangster and bought himself an airgun behind his parents' back.
As you can imagine, this did not end well for our very own Al Capone, and after shooting himself in the face with it and nearly blinding himself, he could no longer keep the secret from Big Peter. The gun was soon removed from his possession, along with Slab's right to sunlight, as he was grounded for the foreseeable future.
That's nothing. Do you remember the millennium?
Wow, yes. One of Slab's most famous drunken exploits during this era was the infamous Millennium Party at Greg's parents' house.
Hey up, Slab! Wicked! What you got in there? You coming for the week? Well, it could end at midnight, you know. Come on, let's have ya.
The writing was on the wall early into that New Year's Eve, when Slab arrived with a girl in tow and a suitcase full of every different alcohol pop ever made, clearly ready to party like it was 1999.
Slab was soon well on his way to a different level of drunk and thought it appropriate, as the party spilled out onto the road, to lean out of the window and burp the alphabet over and over again. Slab's date was clearly not impressed as she slipped into a dark corner with Jags, leaving Mr. Burpee blissfully unaware.
Undeterred in true Slab style, he continued to drink every alcohol pop in that suitcase, until he was carried out of the party, and when I say carried, I mean carried. Good luck, Becca.
So here we are, Greenhead College, where we all became reunited again. Hang on, that's right, I went to posh school, didn't I, so I didn't get in.
Yeah, well that never stopped me.
Or me.
From coming down here every afternoon and mixing with the creme de la creme of the HUD.
What are you on about? As long as you had a sweet barnet, anyone could get in.
To be fair, we were all pretty bang on train back in the day.
Yeah, especially when you look like Kevin Peterson.
That wasn't the only name he had back then, was it, Slab? Who remembers the first lad's holiday to Magaluf in 2001?
Lad's holiday? I would too be as being a professional baller to worry about chasing girls and drinking beer.
Were you even invited, you muppet?
He's not lost it, has he?
So there we all were, young, free, wet behind the ears, taking over the Magaluf strip, pitching in between us on steroids.
I just chundered in Gosler's Pint. I just got thrown out of the hotel for a night.
And I'd said something under my breath and caused a riot.
Is that when that guy punched me in the chest?
What was Slab doing?
Slab was doing what Slab does best.
Following on from his New Year's Eve antics, for some reason, Slab took it upon himself to be the group leader. He was going up to bar reps, trying to negotiate an extra fishbowl and extra shots of umbongo to top up the 15 pints he had already had to get a free t-shirt.
That's what we thought anyway.
What we soon discovered though was that he was actually burping in random people's faces.
That's when the coppers showed up. Not that he remembers much. Slab soon changed his tune when he realised it was either a night in the cells or pay a fine.
It's a good job Ainsley was there to act as peacemaker.
Somehow, in the midst of all this, Slab had managed to convince a police officer, without burping, that he was from Stevenage, his date of birth was the 4th of September 1972, male, and called Mark Robinson, whilst handing over 200 pesetas.
Meanwhile, Ainsley decided it was a good idea to tell the copper exactly what he thought of him.
Was that when Ainsley got beaten up?
Oh yeah, and then he went back to the hotel room to clean himself up and somehow proceeded to sit on a spoon, apparently, which ended up where the sun doesn't shine. But that's a story for another time.
We decided then it was probably best for Slab to go home to bed. After all, it was nearly 6:30 PM and the rest of us wanted to go to the phone party. This was what Darren Egan had been looking forward to most of all, and because he didn't want to ruin his brand new trainers, he decided to leave them back in the hotel.
Little did he know that Slab would mistake them for the toilet and fill them to the brim with chunder.
I still can't figure out how the floor remained chunder free. It's only a size 7 shoe.
What I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna sing it, sing. Ah, future.
Following the crazy holidays, Slab got mad into clubbing, which brings us nicely to the good old Visage days. Have I ever mentioned he used to get everyone in for free being a professional footballer?
Jags, tell him to put his chicken away.
Put it away, you pervert.
Tell you what, does anyone remember those torpedo races we used to have?
Certainly do.
For anyone not quite in the know, me and Jags are about to do a quick demonstration now.
Go on, guys. Beautiful. Right, Slab, it's your turn. Go on, lad, get it down. Slab was an animal on those things. Do you remember the Wednesday nights in varsity?
Was those the same Wednesday nights when you told your mum and dad you were going to work and ended up staying out on a 4-day bender?
At least I didn't believe myself at the bar.
Wow, the good old pissing at the bar. They used to order them 15 VK oranges and that poor barmaid used to just look in their eye, order the drinks and just piss all over the floor.
I know, I remember that, because my Nicholas Deakins were piss wet through when I got home.
So the only thing I was ever interested in, come 2 AM in the morning, was a walk up Chapel Hill to see Al Faisal get the biggest trough of Donham eating cheesy chips you've ever seen. Lovely jubbly.
Smothered in mint sauce.
Both sauces, my friend, both sauces, you know. Right boys, what are we having?
We've got sauces on there because Slab would always order mint sauce on its own. I bet random people that could down it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It wasn't mint sauce I used to bet people for.
It was sticking the whole fist down his throat and he wouldn't be sick.
I can't understand to this day how he was never sick on a regular basis, sticking other people's fists down the throat. Maybe you can give us a demonstration tonight, Slab.
All this talk's making me hungry. Should we get some?
What do you reckon? Mint sauce? Can I have some mint sauce, please, sir?
Mint sauce, sir?
Thank you.
Right, Slab, this is for you.
Hello, I'm Keith Lemon. You join me in Art at Yorkshire Pennines for a very, very special edition of Fruit Keyhole. Come with me and see who lives in a house like this. A small family hatchback. A heavily used chimney, indicating this people likes wood. A porch, indicating this person likes welcoming guests into their house. The porch is full of booze, indicating this person likes to sup. The first room in this house is a kitchen and dining area, which, as you can see, they obviously didn't know Keith were coming. It's a bloody right tip. We've got a lovely cooker, as you can see, with fancy hob and overhead thing. A double sink, indicating that 2 people might live here. Now we have some photos. Ooh, look at this one. I'd like to ride that. Ooh. And I don't mean the bike, the bathroom. As you can see, it's quite spacious. And he's got a big head. The study, a feature of the modern home where this person works, all the while being watched over by their little bundle of joy. A 4-pack of Caffreys. We're now in the back bedroom, where the owner obviously likes to keep his pastimes, because here's his helmet. Let's have a rummage through his drawers. What's this? I've found his secret stash. Laminated and all, dirty bugger. You join me here in master bedroom. This must be where the magic happens. I can hear a knock at the door. I wonder who that could be. There's a bloody step there, cameraman Iqbal. Come on! Bloody death trap.
Alright, Keith, we're here. This is Slab's house.
Go on in, lads.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
Come to give me a hand.
Alright, lads.
Oh God, yes.
Alright. Oh, grizzly. So you're going to show me around then, are you, lads?
Yeah, but how about have a beer? Have one of Slab's beers first. I'll look for that one. I don't know what that's doing there. Anyway, let's have a beer. Bloody hell, lads, there's a toilet upstairs. What are you playing at?
Just doing what Slab does best. Have a piss at the bar.
Ooh. Nice one. Alright, fair enough. Cheers,
Slab.
Cheers.
Ooh. Right. Well, I better get back to work then. Are you going to show me around or what, lads?
Come on, let's go.
After you.
Cheers, Keith. Oh. Why is there a boatload of toothbrushes in here?
And in here. And in here?
And in here. And he's stolen my chicken.
By the looks of it, that's not the only fetish she's got. Bit of lube. What's this? Bottom butter. Fruity. What was that? Goz? Nick? Waller? Keith? Hello? What's up?
What's up with you?
What's happening?
What's that noise?
What the chuff with that? Oh, that's it, I'm out of here.
Well, it can't be Waller, he's having a shave.
Why don't you try the door?
Wow!
This is bionic arm.
God, I ain't seen that since 2003.
What the chuff is it?
Word of advice, don't touch the other end. It used to be electric without envisage. Can't believe you've still got it. Wonder what he does with it now.
Becca?
That's enough of talking about Slab's past encounters. Let's move on to the love of his life. What Slab would say is the thing that makes his life complete. They have been together for some time now, and we all know he loves nothing more than a slow, comfortable ride on a Sunday morning.
Right lads, we need to go. We need to get back. Come on then.
Come on, get your pants off.
Nightmare. Car won't start.
What are we going to do now?
Oh, we're screwed, aren't we?
Well, not necessarily. Haven't you got a load of bikes in the house?
I don't think we've got a choice.
Wait for me! Oh, don't leave me here with that knocking noise.
Where's Goz? You're right behind us.
Problem with my bike, mate. Tyre's flat. Not going to get anywhere.